Hey guys, it's me, the Spartan Sheep here, and today we are going to be talking about my personal opinion, okay? My top 10 favorite creepypastas. I will try, for some of them, I will try not to spoil too much, but for some that are really short, I will just tell you, because why not? It's good. I know good creepypastas. Jeff the Killer is stupid. Okay? Bye-bye. You know, actually, instead of bye-bye, I have words. I can do words. Words be good. Grammar's what? Okay, as you can tell, I am not using a script. So anyways, now to the top 10 creepypasta list. Random stopping. Bat. Stop. Let's go!
Number 10.
Okay, so the first one is portraits. Portraits is pretty short, so I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I'm not reading this off of anywhere, because, well, I'm just basically telling this off of memory. It's very short, so I'm trusting my memory. So basically, portraits. A hunter was in the woods, and after he went hunting, and he came across a cabin. It was very dark out, so he decided to go in the cabin, and decided to talk to the owners of the cabin later. When he entered the cabin, he saw all around there was a lot of portraits with really well done paintings that look extremely realistic. Not hyper-realistic. Extremely realistic. That seemed to follow him wherever he walked. When he found a bed, he went to go to sleep in it, and it took him a while to go to sleep because he felt all of the paintings staring at him. When he woke up the next day, he saw a surprising amount of light, because there was never any portraits, only windows. So right there, that was portraits. It's good. It's nice, short, sweet, and good. Ta-da! I got nothing else to say. I'm just gonna stop now. To the next one.
Number 9.
Number 9, which is the Russian sleep experiment. This one, you probably, if you read creepypastas, you probably know about this one. It's one of the, by far, more popular ones. Well, anyways, I don't really want to spoil too much for this one, but I'll just give you the basic premise. And if it interests you, and you haven't read it yet somehow, for some reason, I would recommend you go read it. Like, the rest of this list and stuff. Ferrets. Okay, back to the story. So, in the Russian sleep experiment, as you would guess, it takes place in Russia. I completely flubbed right there. That was pointless. Okay. Russian experimenters are trying to test out this new gas that makes people not fall asleep. So they take war prisoners. This takes place a long time ago. So they take war prisoners to test it out on them. To see if it will be safe for soldiers to use so they could... I think it's soldiers. Again, I'm just using this off by memory. No script. Just see if it's okay and stuff. And just testing it out. And what the effects of the gas stimuli thingy, the effects that it has on people will shock you if you haven't read it yet. Go read it. Blah!
Number 8.
Gateway of the Mind. So this story is once again pretty popular. And I'll basically give you a brief summary of the story. If you want to get more details, just read the story. Basically, some scientists believe that the 5 senses are stopping us from making contact with God. So if we were to not be able to feel, hear, see, taste anything, we would be able to make contact with God. So they find this man who, quote, says he has nothing to live for. So they take this man, and through a surgery, they cut all the nerves that would let them receive stimuli from the outside world, like being able to see, touch, feel, hear, or any of the senses. I think I listed them all. Except, smell as well. So he says, after a while, he says that he can talk to his dead wife. And the scientists don't just ignore it. Then, when he starts naming dead relatives of the scientists, most of them decided to leave. But the others were more eager to see what would happen if he could actually make contact with God. Later, the man started saying that the voices were getting louder and louder and would not let him sleep. And eventually, gave him a thingy to let him be able to sleep better. And then that didn't work after 3 days. So screaming got louder and louder in his head. He's yelling, screaming, trying to tear out himself, trying to get any contact with the outside world, clawing at his eyes, smashing into a wall. Then the scientists ran in there to try and restrain him. And then the man just stopped and said, "I have spoken with God, and He has abandoned us." Creepy! Oh, and after that he dies. Like, dies, just flatlines. As soon as he's done saying that, blah. To the next one!
Number 7.
White with red. Another pretty short one. I'm just gonna say it from memory. I get more details on the story. Just go read it. It's a great story. So, anyways, a man goes into a hotel. After getting his key from the receptionist, she tells him, "On your way to your room, there will be a door with no number on it. Whatever you do, don't go in the door." So on the first day, he followed what the lady said. He saw the door, didn't look in it, didn't try to go in. He just went to his room and went to sleep. The next day, his curiosity took a hold of him. So he went to the door and went to look through the keyhole. Cold air flew from the room into his eye, looking through there. And he saw a perfectly normal room, just like his, except there was a woman in the corner, seemingly crying. She was white everywhere. He kept on looking at her for a bit, and she suddenly turned around and he jumped back. Feeling scared by this, he decided to just go back to his room. On the third day, he went to go look again through the keyhole, and he could see nothing but red. He was confused by this, but he decided that the owner of the room knew that he was watching them and decided to put something red in front of there. So then he went to the receptionist to learn more about the room, or to see if the person had complained about them. And the receptionist told him that she might as well tell him the story. A man once killed his wife in there, and her ghost still lingers in there. But these were not normal people. Their skin was pure white, except for their eyes, which were red. Next story!
Number 6.
No End House. This is a long one. It will take you quite a while to read it, but still worth it. Worth it. Go read it. But here's basically the premise. The main character's friend tells him about this place called No End House. How you could get $500 after going through the 9 rooms. But it says, don't go, it's bad, it's really scary, and stuff. And the author just says, like, who cares, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have that $500, give me the money. Yeah, money. So he decides to go there. And as he progresses through the rooms, it seems to get worse and worse and worse. It gets much scarier than the last room, until it gets to the final room, and oh my gosh, the ending. It is beautiful. Read this story. And those who have, they'll know what I'm talking about.
Number 5.
String theory. I'm barely gonna talk about this one. Go read it after watching this video. And like and subscribe. Subscribe. I can do words good. Subscribe. Okay, never mind. But still, string theory. This isn't one of the creepypastas that are made just to scare the reader. This is one that, well, makes the reader think and take a new view on reality. Because are we all being controlled by strings? And if so, who is controlling the strings? Who is the puppet master? Do we even have free will? Is any choice we make of our own free will? Those are questions that are in this story are asked. And it is good. This is a good story. Read it. Go.